How we doing today? This is K Rail reporting on location from my living room in Park City, Utah. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day in February. And this is Highly Explosive Fitness, episode 6. Now I've got several things that I need to address today and get off of my chest and get into your brains. So the first thing I want to talk about is simply words. Interestingly, when someone gives words to you, regardless if they're negative or positive, we have a choice as to how we accept those words and what we do with those words. In reality, no matter what anybody says, it doesn't mean anything. It's 100% unadulterated bluff. Trust me. So someone can walk up to you, let me give you an example, and they can insult the heck out of you and say, oh, you're fat, or oh, you're skinny, or you need to gain weight, you need to lose weight, you're as white as a ghost, you look stupid in that coat or that dress. Well, guess what? They may have, in their minds, insulted you or made you feel small or made you feel insignificant, but in reality, they didn't really do a darn thing except say something to you. Words mean absolutely nothing. They didn't take a knife out and stab you in the back. They may have metaphorically done that, but they didn't actually physically do it. They didn't shoot you. They didn't throw you down a staircase and break every bone in your body. Those are physical attacks. It's a way different thing. Words are absolutely nothing. Never, ever allow words to stop you from doing something or hold you back, especially if someone is just trying to be a bully. And if you haven't paid attention by now, you should know how strict I am against bullies. I can't stand it. I've watched bullies ever since I was a little kid, all the way up until adulthood. And I hated bullies then. I hate bullies even more now. And I will do anything in my power to stop them from taking control, because you deserve better than that. Don't allow bullies to run your life or to hold you back from doing something or to prevent you from becoming the best person that you possibly can be or are. I see it far too many times. Really, really good people becoming nothing and being belittled because of somebody else's words. And those words mean nothing. There's no validity behind them. And that leads me to the second point. This thing called worrying. Worrying is overrated. Never worry about anything. We as human beings have a tendency to always look toward the negative because it's easy. It's the path of least resistance. It's just like not doing a good habit in favor of a bad habit. Following a bad habit is easy to do, so we just go to it because it's a path of least resistance. Well, the same thing goes with worrying. We spend too much time worrying about what's not happening, worrying about what might happen, worrying about the negative thing all the time. And often, this is all based on 0% proof or 0% fact. So the worrying becomes so cumbersome that we start losing sleep, we start losing relationships, we start failing at our job, and our performance starts to decline with every single thing we do, whether it be fitness or weight loss or whatever, and then we fall off the wagon and we go right back into another bad habit again. So all this worrying thing has got to stop. I was watching this hilarious episode with Bob Newhart of, I think it was on Mad TV or something back in the 90s, and this gal comes in and sits down, and he's like, I only charge $5 for my session, but it's likely only going to last 5 minutes, and I only take cash, I only take checks. And she was all looking, I'm like, well, what? And then she went and ran along about this big problem she had about being stuck in a box and buried or something like that. And he just looks right in the eye and goes, stop it. And he starts screaming, stop it to her. So every single time she came up with something, he just kept saying, stop it. And how hilarious that was. It really is true. Stop yourself. When you're about to start worrying, stop yourself, take a pause, take a deep breath and say, nope, I'm not going to worry about this because I don't have any proof that this is actually going to happen. And if it does happen, it happens. Surrender to it. You're going to be miserable for a day, maybe 2 days maximum, and then get over it. Just move forward. Surrender is powerful. Okay? So follow along with that advice. Next, I want to address this. There's this thing called Zoloft, I believe, which is a selective serotonin reuptake inhibitor, which is a special select type of drugs that are out there in the market that are supposed to help with depression, antidepressants basically. That's all well and fine. But guess what one of the major side effects is? Suicidal thoughts. Yeah, can you believe that? So you expect someone to buy this charade that if I take this drug, it's going to reduce my depression and make me happy. However, I'm going to have suicidal thoughts. Think about that for a second. Does that even make sense? I don't get it. It's like a dog chasing its tail. It's like 2 steps forward, 3 steps backwards. Like sitting in a boat in the middle of the ocean thinking you could drink ocean water and survive or something. It's not going to happen. So think about all these different drugs that are out there on the market that have this effect that's going to help said problem, but it's going to also cause said side effects. So the side effects are worse than the actual problem itself. If you have depression or you have anxiety, I get it. A lot of people have it these days. I've got some advice for you. Get outside. Go out there and get into the sunlight. Get some ecotherapy. Go for some hikes. Go for some walks and some bike rides. And get around people you love and you know, and create some unity and create a group and get around people and get around Mother Nature as well. Wrap yourself around all that stuff. Ecotherapy. That's one of the best antidepressant drugs I've ever come across in my life. And it doesn't have any side effects either, except it's going to boost your brain function. It's going to make you happier and put you more at ease. It's going to reduce your stress. It's going to make you a better, well-rounded person all around from head to toe. That sounds like a solution to me. Forget about the side effects. Forget about the Zoloft. That's just my 2 cents. I'm not telling you if you're on it, hey, whatever. But it just doesn't make sense to me that an antidepressant drug has suicidal thoughts as a side effect. That's absolutely ridiculous. It makes me sick to my stomach to think about it. And by the way, Zoloft probably makes you sick to your stomach as well. I didn't read deeper into the side effects. I was turned off when I saw the word suicidal thoughts. Anyway, I don't know. What else is there? One last thing. There's this band called Millencolin. I believe they're from Netherlands or something like that. My friend Andy just turned me on to them a little while ago. They're an amazing punk band. I didn't even know they existed until about 2 months ago. I highly suggest you go Google some of their songs and check them out because, you know, I love punk rock music and that's my gig. That's my second passion in life. So go check them out. Go think about what I said. Don't worry about words. Don't worry about worrying. Get some ecotherapy and hit me back up with any questions or comments that you may have. This is K Rail, and this has been Highly Explosive Fitness, episode 6, and it's been a pleasure chatting with you today. Till next time.